Hello, this is Tanisha J with Cosmic Roots Alchemy, and today we're going to do a reading on Nolan Wells. This is a story that is well known that happened in Mississippi of the teenager whose case now is worldwide and is being shown, and an investigation is currently happening right now. But before we go into Nolan Wells' case, let's just do some housekeeping. Please remember, these readings are not based in facts. These reading is not an advice to financial, mental, health, or anything. This is just a conversation with us having with energy, spirits, and cards. I ask that you please use your discernment. Whatever flows with you, keep it. What it does not, let it go. But please know that this is just to bring enlightenment. This is just to have conversation and to see the energy around cases. Now, what I'm going to do, let's begin. And let's begin with a quick read of what is surrounding Nolan Wells' case. I'm getting a card. I thought I had my card. Oh, there it is. What is the quick energy read for Nolan Wells case? Share with me. Okay, I want to share this first because I usually put my cards back. Like, I know I put my cards back correctly, but my cards is super all over the place. This already let me know, and this usually happens to me in any situation where there's so much going on and there's so much to uncover. Like, a lot of truth have not been told, and there's so much things that are unknown that is being hidden. So this already tell me this case has a lot going on, and it's going on, and it has so many directions. Like, I'm seeing arrows north, east, west, south. Like, there are so many things. Okay, tell me the energy of July 4th that surrounded Nolan Wells. What was the energy surrounding Nolan Wells? Look what it said, children. And they are children. They were children. And it had sex on there, but I'm thinking the kids, as kids are, they're flirting, they're giggling, they're laughing, spirits. I don't know, for some reason with spirits, I feel like for um, for this reading, I'm seeing alcohol or something. I don't know why, because as soon as I said spirits, it felt like alcohol. I saw alcohol bottles. Let's see. Ancestors showing up again in this reading. Ancestors is everywhere, honey, and they are going to be speaking and letting you know that they are protecting their loved ones, and they are here protecting their loved ones. Show me the energy surrounding Nolan Wells' case that day, July 4th, when they went. I believe it was Honor. Was it Honor Beach? I think it was a beach. I'm not sure. Y'all let me know in the comments. There's a lot coming out. Okay. What was the energy? What was the energy? There were some choices that children made. They made some choices. Okay. What else would you like for us to know what was surrounding that day? Close your mouth. There are people who are knowing that they know the story, but they have been led to be quiet and not say anything. There was something done there that day, because when this comes back reversed, it lets me know there was something that was done that was it was bad energy. Definitely bad energy. Definitely bad intent that happened that day. Is there anything else you would like to share with us? Are there any other messages you would like to share with us? There may have been some type of physical or verbal altercation or so that happened. And even with the abuser, they said there may have been some type of drugs, and when they say drugs, possibly like alcohol, that played a role in it. shock. You will brace yourself. It's about to get real. Again, with that message shock, I feel like there's going to be more information coming out. There's going to be more things unraveled that's going to be coming out, and you're going to be like, well, why didn't we know about this? Well, why didn't we know about that? Well, why? It's going to be a lot of information, a lot of things unlocked, and there are a lot of people involved in what happened to that young man. There were illegal activity. There will be arrests, unlawful fraud. So there will be some arrests and everything happening within towards that case. And I'm trying to see if I can get another quick read card. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Let's see if we can get one more quick read. Are there any other messages that you want us to know in the energy surrounding that day, July 4th, 2026, with Nolan Wells when he went off to celebrate 4th of July at Honor is it? I believe it's Honors Beach. Y'all correct me below if it's not correct. Are there any messages you would like to share with us that you would like for us to know? Hmm. Are there any other messages? Third party situation. There we go with the phone. I knew there was something that happened about his phone. The phone was missing. They took his phone. There was a third party situation. I'm feeling like, you know what? Hold on. Let's say this person is begging. This person is getting desperate and fatal car crash. Okay, let me break this one down. Um, I might have to block this image out, but it says this person is plotting to hurt or kill. Um, thief. There's a thief around you. Let's see. When I see fatal car crash, I feel like it was a crash out. I feel like it was a crash out, something that happened, and it happened instantaneously. Like it was something that boom, 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 boom that happened. Like you couldn't stop it. It all went so crazy. It happened in such a quick, fast fashion of arguing and everything. Everything happened that in his eyes he was like, I don't even believe this happening. Like how we went from this to that. Like how did that happen so quick? And the person who was maybe a person, the person who did it, they're begging. Person is getting desperate, begging, and there's third parties. So this let me know there's more people who know so much and about that phone. Listen, they took that phone. They're right. They did take that phone, and you probably can see conversations on that phone with third party situations. I don't know, but I feel like I'm seeing conversations. There were conversations being had. And it's not only on Nolan's phone, it's also on their phone. They have conversations about what happened. Again, a what's the word, God? Oh, digital. I don't even know if that's the right word, but go into their digital forensic, go investigate, and you will see conversations that were had about what happened and who all were involved. Um, but I think what people are saying, there was a conflict. But I think what they're saying, again, this kind of with that crash out, because I feel like fatal car crash is like a crash out. He was not definitely protected. He thought he was protected by friends, but he was not definitely protected because that came into reverse. Um, I feel like arson is telling me some things were burned, some evidence were gotten rid of. And person in the military, that just tell me someone who's involved has some type of high ranking, maybe position or something like that. That's all that tell me. Like people, like there's some people involved who have some high ranking position. Um, there's a lot of lies and gossip that happening about what really happened on that day. Also, too. Mm. They broke spiritual law. They broke some laws. Thou shalt not. I'm thinking thou shalt not kill. Ooh, I don't know why I was hearing this. Thou shalt not kill. Thou is envy, greed. It's greed in there too. Envy, greed. That's interesting. Um, and that phoenix rising from the ashes, I feel like that's the truth that's going to be rising from everything that they tried to hide. That's what I feel like that's going to be. So definitely, you will definitely be seeing truths come out despite their lying. Truth will definitely be coming out. Okay, that was like the quick read. Let's, oh, hold on. Y'all give me a minute. I like to put my cards up for a minute so I know where they are. Now, let's get into the card reading, the tarot reading, and see if it will share what it would like to share with us about what happened that day. Can you please share with us what happened that day? Spirit, ancestors, sacred one, guardian angels. Share with us what happened that day. There was some type of conflict, as we saw in the beginning with the other cards. There was some type of conflict. So there was some type of argument, some disagreement that was happening. And with that swords there, that let me know there was definitely an argument, a war of words that were happening, going back and forth. So that what tells me hidden. They were trying to hide everything that happened that day. This is the death card, so definitely they were trying to hide what happened, what led to his death. Again, this is all alleged, no facts. This is only alleged. We're having conversation with our cards and the energies that the cards are presenting. Again, there are definitely secrets that are being hidden. There are definitely secrets being hidden. Queen of Wands. With this Queen of Wands, sometimes Queen of Wands is about jealousy and not having things going your way the way you want it to go your way. And here we have a King of Swords again. This King of Swords. This King of Swords is a person who kind of spoiled, who wants their way, who always want to do what they want to do, and sometimes they can't get their way. So of course they begin to feel like they should have power over someone else, dominion over someone else, was when only it should be them. Not only they feel that way, but also with the sword, that's the words, that's their mind. It feels like when this card comes out, I don't know why I feel such anguish. Like I feel like I'm flustered, I'm mad, and I'm angry with the King of Swords. Okay. Okay. What else went on in that day? He had a bunch of fake people surrounding him, fake friends, and they're telling fake stories and lies also too. And they're hiding. But this is the thing about this card. Every time I see this card, it's like you're hiding and you don't want to be like, you don't want it to be discovered what happened, but the evidence and everything lies all around you and it will show. The truth will come out and it will show exactly everything that happened. So despite them wanting to bury what truly happened, hidden everything, there's going to be a discovery of what truly happened. Um, and it's going to show. And again, now this right here, this is basically about heartbreak, disappointment, things that happened. Um, Sometimes it represents a relationship that fell apart or hurt that happened. Mm-mm. Hold on. Oh, the cards came out. What else would you like? Now, with this justice card, I feel like with this justice card coming in at this point in time, it's telling me that they took justice into their own hands. They made choices and decisions in which they thought were rightful for what happened. And it was a group of them. It was a group of them that made this decision. It was a group of them who came in and made this decision as if, and they're hiding. The group that's hiding and the group that's made the decision. Five of Swords again is showing there was definitely an argument and there's definitely a get back. Now you see what I did to you, got you. Um, I don't know why I'm saying with this five, it's like you see what I did to you, got you. And then when he looked back, as the person looked back and thought they were antagonizing him, saying, "See, I got you. You bet. You know, like when you say like you like." what's the word? Like there's like you arguing or you fighting or whatever, and you're like, "See, I got you now. Stop playing with me or whatever," like that. It feels like once the person was doing that, and when they look back, they realized they harmed him in a way that they didn't know that they did. They didn't know what they did would definitely impede upon Nolan and what happened and coming and succumbing to his death. So that when I see that card, and also I think Nolan possibly was telling them to stop. When they were conflicting, when they was having these conflicts, he was telling them to stop because there was so many of them that was ganging up on him. However, I'm gonna tell y'all this part now, okay? Because this is what happened that day. This is all that what happened that day. This is about basically how they had the argument, how they try to hide things, how they got into how they got into the crash out, how the argument started, and once the argument started, they basically hurt and they did the demise of Mr. Nolan Wells. Now, I'm going to show y'all something because this is one of the things. These are the people allegedly the people involved, the parents involved right now. Let me explain this to y'all right here, right now. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see these cards. I'm going to try to push this all the way and push this in the center. Hopefully y'all can see this. Now, what I want y'all to see, because this feel like it's telling me a whole lot. Okay, let's break these cards down. Now, what we have, I'm going to present to you the cards. I'm going to go over here. Okay, these are lovers. These are lovers, partnerships, friendships, or whatever that happened. There was a break in it. There was a break in it. As we can see, they show that there was an argument. So therefore, this shows an argument because this is a reverse, some type of argument agreement. It could have been over a relationship, could have been over another a young girl, whatever. But we know there was a break in the relationship. However, when everything went down, I'm going to tell y'all, when everything went down, they want to walk away. All who weren't involved and want nothing to do with, they want to walk away. This right here, this shows you the parents. Oh baby, they're trying to get rid of evidence. They're trying to get rid of evidence. They're telling everybody close their mouth, don't say nothing. You don't say anything until a legal document comes in and tell you that you have to say something. They are playing a game. They're playing a game on the back of this young child death, and that is reckless in itself because they're reckless. Because see, they want to walk away from the reckless actions that they took, the choices that they made. Now they want to walk away. And this right here shows how they want to hide what happened to that young man. And they're basically watching to see what should be their next move because they're watching to see what's going on, what's being said, what's happening. And they're going to sit silently until there is a legal document. There is someone, a judge, law enforcement, whatever, making them have to make a statement. But as of right now, they're telling their children walk away like nothing happened, which to me, that is so morally wrong and morally piss poor. Like you are so, this pissing me. Stop. Okay, I'm gonna try to wrap this up because I'm getting upset. But this right here, this is their game plan. This is what they're doing right now. So you wonder what they're doing? They're quiet and they're playing a game as if someone's life is a game to be played with. Just speak the truth and tell the truth of what truly happened. That's all that needs to be done because that's what's going to arise from out of all this. The truth is going to be told. And they're watching. They're watching everything go down. They're watching everything going down. And let me tell y'all something. And they're being slick with it. They're being very slick. They're watching. Look at that. They're watching. Look at the swords. They're watching. They're being conniving. They're making sure everything, their T's and I's are dots. They're getting rid and losing anything allegedly. They're getting rid of anything that would let me calm down a little bit because I'm talking fast. I apologize, y'all. But they're getting rid of any evidence. They're getting rid of anything. They're getting their stories together. They're being very strategic. They're being very conniving. They are lying, and they are very much so. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. For all y'all who hold it in, this your stories, and they telling you to close your mouth and you close your mouth, y'all are definitely, you definitely will be shown. They will switch. It's two messages with the same man. They will switch on your butt so fast, and they will put you out to dry. Long as it's not their child, they're going to switch on you so bad at the moment, because there's going to be a time. You see that time clock? There's going to be a minute, an hour that it's going to, you're going to have to pay. The bill comes due, as they say, and you're going to have to tell the truth. They're willing to hang anyone out to dry who's not going to go along with their story. They're willing, even if you go along with their story, they're willing to hang you out to dry, because as long as it's not their child. They're willing even to pay someone to say that you did this, and we'll pay, and we'll make sure that when you come. Ooh, these people are, allegedly, these people are evil. They're evil and selfish. Oh my God! But that's, I'm losing it. I'm ending that one. Let me end this, because I don't want to say some things in this heat of the moment, because I these are some ugly spirits, very much so manipulative, ugly spirits surrounding what has happened. Okay, what I'm gonna do, um, show everything that's surrounding the current investigation. Spirit, show me everything surrounding the current investigation with Nolan Wells, and then after this, then I'm going to do an ancestral reading, and that will complete the reading of Nolan Wells. Show me what is currently surrounding this investigation of Nolan Wells. What are the things that you would like us to know? Again, y'all, I tell y'all, these are some people who are so messed up. I mean, messed up. I can't use that word, but you know what I mean. They are morally bankrupt. They don't care. So to these, like, watch the road ahead of what's gonna happen. The road. Sorry, I'm keep kicking. I have to move that camera. I feel like that card came out. It's like, no, it was not an accident. It was definitely a homicide, because they're saying, oh, probably was a drowning or so. Allegedly, I think that that card is coming out. There was some type of abuse, neglect, dating. They were on the devil's time, baby. When the actions that they did, they were definitely on the devil's time. They were. There are some more things, but I don't want to say it, because I feel like in this reading, I don't know. In this reading, I feel like, I don't want to say it, because I feel like in this reading it wants me to say that they basically missing social media. I feel like they want to say that there's so much more to the story, that you're going to find out that his body possibly was moved, y'all. There were a lot of people who involved. You're going to hear people. There may be some adults that were involved in this also too. I don't know why they feel like. Let's see what else the cards say. But so far, what the cards are saying, they were definitely, they allowed the devil to take over, to make those choices, those decisions, and somebody's gonna get in an accident. Hold on, I'm gonna do these cards first. They were definitely on the devil's time making the decision. This was definitely, you see homicide, you see assassination, and you see devil time. So this definitely did happen. It wasn't an accident or anything. It did happen. Accomplices. There were people. There were. I think y'all gonna find out there were a lot of people that were a part of this child death. of Mr. Nolan Wells' death, y'all gonna see there were a lot of people who was involved, and I think sometimes there might be some parents who are going to be involved in what happened. Because I don't know why it seemed like something about that body, something about his body wasn't on the island the whole time. I don't know why it's um go into their social medias and you're really gonna find out. Go into the social medias and you're really gonna find out what really happened. If you go into their social medias, they're definitely probably talking about jealousy, they're dating, and who's dealing with who. It's teenagers. I mean, it is. Road home. Someone contemplated in taking. Y'all, they had many different choices that they were going to do because they were trying to figure out. Okay, I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm getting. And again, this is all alleged. This is not true. This is just some things. This is us having a conversation with spirit. Okay. When I come to say that they were thinking some things, I really y'all forgive me for this. I really think they were going to somehow make it like an accident happened to that child, and an accident happened to that child in his own car, so that it would not make them look guilty. Maybe that's why I keep getting the body was removed. I could be wrong. I feel like the body was removed because they were thinking possibly if we do this, we put his body into the car and we drive and make it look like an accident. Like say he was on his way home, he was on the road on his way home and he had an accident. That's how he passed away. And that was going to be their story. However, something did not work out. It turned something and they had to possibly. And the thing that makes me upset, and I'm gonna be honest with you, why I believe they will be imprisoned, because the fact of the matter is that suppose he could have been helped. Suppose he could have been helped. Suppose he could have been helped after y'all had y'all argument, y'all fight, but y'all didn't go look for help. Y'all just was upset and y'all was so entwined about how y'all would look, how your children would look, what the possibilities of what things could have happened instead of telling the truth. Because that's what keep coming to my head. Like y'all didn't even have the time to go and check to be like, okay, let's see. And I want y'all to see something. Y'all see this car? When it says social media, I don't know if you can see it or so, but if you see this car and it says social media, look at it. This actually has blood. This has darkness. The screen is cracked, everything. Look at that car. I don't know if that was the condition of his phone or whatsoever, but I feel like this is the condition of all what they're speaking of somewhere. Let me tell you something about these little jokers. They actually have accounts and they're still talking, but it's fake accounts. It's fake accounts, and it's accounts that their parents may not even know about because their parents tell them to stay off social media, but they can't help but talking there, and they're scared. They're scared. Scared is I don't know what, but yeah. And it's gonna be someone that's gonna break. It's gonna be someone that breaks and tell the story. So we're not even worrying about that part. They're gonna be someone that breaks. Now let's do the ancestral cards because I have so much more cards I want to do, but I want to keep you guys on. If you want another reading, let me know. Let's go here. All right, ancestors. What do you want to say, ancestors? What do you like for us to know about this case of Nolan Wells? What is the message you would like for us to know? What is the guidance you have us under? What would you like for us to know and see? Sorry. What is the message you would like for us to know about Nolan Wells' case? Leadership. There will be balance and harmony come back into place. I'm going to tell y'all right now, the ancestors are going to expose everything. They say risk it all. And when they come out to say risk it all, baby, that means if you have to burn with it, you're going to burn with it. Because now it's going to be, they're going to show everything, the truth of who you are. Because as we know, fire spiritually always talks about burning away the false, burning away the untruth, burning the things that no longer serve us, and that's the truth that is going to come. That's going to come out. And they want you to know that this is chaotic, this is chaos, but they are going to cut through every freaking thing to get the truth and put everything back into balance and harmony. So the ancestors are basically sitting here and they're standing and they're like, we are going to take care of this. Yeah, we see everything that's going on, because I don't know, for some reason I'm seeing like there's a bunch of hands, there's a bunch of hands, there's a bunch of talking. Like I'm seeing a bunch of people talking and everything, and the ancestors are seeing them, and it's the people like they think they're playing chess and not checkers, but the ancestors will have them, because the fact of the matter is like we see all that goes down, we see the chaotic and everything, and they're going to bring peace. They're going to bring peace to this situation. There's going to be speed of action that's going to be happen. And look at that lion, that strength. They said through all this we will still be strengthened, and we will show you the truth of all things, and we will come back in with, and this is all about his protecting him and guiding Nolan in death and his life and his memory. Baby, it's, oh, here we got the ancestral force. When we get the ancestral force, that let us know the ancestors are definitely out there, and the ancestors definitely is a calling and awakening everybody in alignment to come in and help on this case, because they're going to bring this case down, and they're going to show and reveal all the truth, and reveal the truth, and also show all the lies that were told. So definitely, this is not the last. The ancestors will continue to come up and show up, and and allow y'all to see that they are here. Okay, this is the end of this reading. Oh, I gotta put this here, y'all, because they're going to open everything. They are going to open up all the unknown things that that they think that they hid as a secret or so, whatever, but they're going to reveal a lot of truth that has happened. Not only they're going to reveal a lot of truth that happened in the case, but they're going to reveal a lot of truth about us as a community, us as who we are when we become together, the strength and the beauty of us, and when we loving on each other and when we're supporting each other. And they want us to remember this, and they want us to carry this into everything that we do, to always support, to always love, to always hold one another down when anything happens. I thank you so much for listening and taking time out to hear this read, and I appreciate it. And also, I thank you for allowing me to come and read for you. Again, this is Tanisha J with Cosmic Roots Mountain. Thank you.